Joe. Ebu Amin. Neke. Peace 104.3 FM Sunye. Mejidie se afiwe ehya ase no na yebo ne deru se yenuanom mba eye Tego Sisters omwenya 40 years in music, and guess what, 10 years as well in philanthropic work. Intino celebration no afei na ebehya ase pa nyame eye adomo a on the 5th of October eye yawada na yebeye special dinner bi Edia Lunchi Tego Sisters Twins and Children Foundation Ewo Underbridge East Legon na Sajumedi na seno Omampeni His Excellency Nana Adodankwe Akufo-Addo ene ne hokafo the First Lady His Excellency Mrs. Rebecca Akufo-Addo ebeba Jumedi na se na Jumedi na yebe no on the 5th of October na de eye strictly by invitation. Afei 10 days later, 15th of October, and no kwesiada yebebo dwakesie bi ewo Accra International Conference Center. Tego Sisters ebeye gospel explosion. Na saa dwumedie no eno de obia to me baby. Dress code no white and a touch of ruby red. Dwumedie na se no Ghana nyumtofo bebre daughters beba PCS Tabeba Joe Metal, Reverend Yosen, Perez Music, Ophelia Nyantechi, Empress Gifty, Cindy Thompson, Amy Newman, Pat Thomas, Asabia Cropper, Saj Mediano, VVIP Bayer 400, Premium 300, Regular 100, Table for 8, Beko Ediama 6,000. Into Briano no. Just circle these 2 dates. 5th of October, and no strictly by invitation. 15th of October, Accra International Conference Center, celebrating 40 years of Tego Sisters in music. Akwa bo apa hosema eduenu enwotwe pepepe ebusua we die misre we ni die mu a we die mea mehia mo abi kakra me pacho se obi tie me na obetumi aboa me ema mehia abranti bia ye freno Professor Emmanuel Debra owo Legon Center for International Affairs. Me pacho obi a wotie me bia obetumi aboa me Emma Meshia sa me papa Kameda wasepa ya ehuhia pa mpese Meshia me papa ya ye freno Professor Emmanuel Debra owo Legon Center for International Affairs obi a wuti mi bi obetumi aboa me Emma Meshia papa meda wasepa we de miankasa ene mehia sa mo ise Meshia Professor Emmanuel Debra our Legon Center for International Affairs ubia obetumi aboa me na mehia papa we no meda wase papa medase Peace 104.3 FM Sunye ebusia duba kwa aboa pem pepepe edwumekuo bia ye beda wo ase adaromant no me ya hoboa na me ne wache a very brief message. Inti ye dasia ye beshasia edi free High Sense Ghana. Wonderful High Sense Ghana die ye nuama no nyese bia me ha me ni aka asam sebi na wiase wo bi nimu a wo bi kire High Sense nuama no papa ande me na dawo enu nti na woto a ye wa rehemu ye tumi ma 5 years manufacturer defect warranty na anapei mebo ya de tondie no ba ko hu de ru a high sense air conditioner. High sense air conditioner. Ye turn brand new. Ewa Ghana hano. Ye wo mahoro mienu. Ye wo split. And ye wo floor standing models. Split no eno ne usual ones na ebobo ye dem ne offices ne anyoma no ne ebosoro ekona ne mu no ene efre no split ene ye ka floor standing model no a eno no ye de si dem ye de si a form esi ho a as a fridge se we hu ne America no na eno no ya na horsepower no ebi wo ho a ano odin pa nti we de edi bisase bia asore dem we hu Nancy, a sorry auditorium, a Cassia, who used to split air condition there. A saying, Kwan, or the bebo into a known winya floor standing models, Nibia. Split no, a known yaw 1.5 horsepower, yaw 2, and I feel 2.5 horsepower. Now a ban of floor standing model, no, can you imagine yaw 4.5 horsepower? Why no be coat? Nobody be catch us say coat. Yeah, 4.5 na dem. Owo auditorium bia super na waji eno ba ko de si ho. Afi me something very unique about high sense air conditioners no. You see, our units are equipped with gold plated fans and high quality copper pipes. Now the advantage that you can have from this fittings and say oye project bi ewo bibia ben epo ana se bibia wo no enkyene ewo inframani mu a un say na say esi hotel your beach resort esi epo ano pepepe na enom no when you use high sense air conditioner obe say after about 6 months to 1 or 2 years no obe say enyoma na ewo air conditioners no mu nyina no na say ni nyina be rusty inti obia wo project ben epo bebia enchine wo bebia wote no ben bebia epo wa wonim wonnyama erusty dia make sure say when use air conditioner bia obe use high sense air conditioners, okay? Medase say wetie na supem edwumeku omka ho ema me di message ebrewo new dental clinic ye bie ewo East Legon. Any East Legon MTN and D enhwenim dental clinic ni din the White Stone Dental Clinic. Afi ejumeko etoso miensa skakrabia Best Point Savings and Loans. And Best Point Savings and Loans. We say your dream is our business. Enti wadofo si ada ejumeko miensa ya sedia as ayada mo si wie dia mebe call me message in so anape. First of all, I would like to thank you so much that you have personally taken interest in listening to my daily messages. I have to take a moment and then let you know that I really appreciate, okay, that you have devoted your time. Even if you don't listen to it live, you get back to Facebook at your convenience to watch it. May the Lord bless you. Over the next 6 minutes or so, or even less, this Thursday morning, I want to share with you a message entitled, The Lord is My Shepherd. In someone a Bible, minim nia etumi mame akomatoyem ema mebo just it gives me so much comfort and assurance. The Lord is my shepherd. You see, I think some of us Christians, we have one of these two problems. Either the Lord is my shepherd, we learned it too early in life when we couldn't really understand it. The Lord is my shepherd. Sa kasana etumi ma yakuma eto yenyem yenya inidaso no. Kamia yese ebetumi ayenyema mienu emu baako. Time a usua the Lord is my shepherd kano. Na wadwene no emumbie ya obeti asie yie. Can you imagine say bia kindergarten akwala enen kwada no omkasa ntem omo ye sharp pa wo ba wedi 4 years. Obetumi aka the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. Sabre ne mu no suaye. He might not go back to relearn it again to really comprehend what practically it means. That could be one. Or secondly, maybe we say it too fast, that we don't even ponder or really think about what we are saying. But if you say the Lord is my shepherd with understanding, after saying that, you should be reassured and there will be no room for you to worry. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. Beloved, you are blessed if you know your source. You are blessed if you are not confused between your source and your resources. Let me take 1 minute to just help you sort out if you are confused about your source and your resources. Okay? I want to use just one sentence to explain the difference between your source and your resources. Okay? Biblically, in biblical context. God is your source. Everything else is just a resource. This will make your life very, very simple. If you're not confused about your source and your resources, life becomes very simple. God is your source. Everything else is just a resource. You see, most of the time, our eyes are taken off the source, and then we begin to give all the commitment and energy to the resources. God is your source, and when you are in need, He will resource through whatever avenue He wills. Grow up. Your source and your resource. Ye ka se source na che se fapem a bibia wo hia no efri ba. En ye wo enuoma a efa so ede ba. Onyankopon ene wo fapem bibia wo hia ene bibia ebeba wa kwan mu no efri nyame. Ono ne wo source. En na wo resource no eye akwan a Nyankopon efa so ede onuoma pa no ode ema wo. What kind? Psalm 145 verse 69 says, you open your hands and you satisfy the desire of every living thing. Psalm 145 verse 16 say, Eradi bie ne nsa na oye abodie nyina apade edema wo mo. Psalm 104 verse 28 says, all creatures look to you to give them their food in due season. When you give it to them, they gather it up. When you open your hand, they are satisfied with good things. When you hide your face, they are terrified. And when you take away their breath, they die and return to dust. Psalm 104 verse 28 say Eradi ebie ne nsam a oma abodie nyina wo manu aduane ene wo makoma so ade na se ode nenimu sie ana se oje ne nkwa ne home a ode ama abodie bia na adekro no na ewu. And I pay maker, the Lord is my shepherd. Wonye mfumso se woni menya adwene a enye mfumso. You can rightfully disagree with me because you may say you are independent. We have people who say I'm a self-made millionaire, self-made billionaire, and whatever. But before you disagree with me, I want you to think about this. The very breath in you that is keeping you alive, God gave it to you. If He decides to take it in the next hour, where will you be and all that you boast of? Jesus spoke about a parable with regard to a rich man in Luke chapter 12 verse 20. Jesus said, there was a rich man who acquired some amount of everything. And the rich man said to himself, you have plenty of food laid up for many years. Take it easy, eat, drink, and be merry. But God said to him, "You fool, this very night your life will be required of you. Then who will then get everything that you worked for?" Maybe the Lord has blessed. Maybe the good Lord. Okay, let me put it this way. Beba. And I pay Onyankopon enhyira obi bibia onyame fa ne so. Emma afoforo omo ensa ekọ omo ano. May the good Lord bless anyone or everyone who feeds directly other people or indirectly by employing other people to earn an income so that they can in turn also provide for their families. Obi bibia enam wo so ema obi ne nsa kona no anapei me Nyankopon nhyira edigu abrabɔ so. Obia so a we bie adwuma wo mu obi adwuma ye utua ne kabo some anase ye by day kra ema ono so ede kɔhwɛ ne busuafo no saafo ni nyina nyame nhyira ye maame mu ene ye papa mu. Maka ne say wie, don't forget that God is the source and he is using you as a resource. Say source and resource no machira say bia we bie adwuma na wafa nipa utua wo moka ana wo kura po na bia directly wo tua aduane de ma obi a nyame nhyira wo na mmom ema wo wie mfiri se Onyankopon ene source no na wo no ode fa wo so ema ne ma no enye bibidi. Tresem kan sem bi ewo Isaiah 42 verse 8 say, "I am the Lord, that is my name. I will not give my glory to anyone else or share my praise." We misremeka nanso megidie se we hu bida ebi mu wo ho a they have grown so proud they boast that I employ this number of people, I feed this. So menim se we share ebi mu da ebi mu kasa o omunya bibi kakra dwe pa ebi mu kasa me ade achi a me na me hwe nkrofo be 400 me bi adwuma me wo workers be 2000 me na me ma omu nyina. Yes wo ya ade but me pese me kan bibi chiro se ne awo ka no ne kwan bi so no enye nokore. Sa nkrofo na wo de wonsa si obusa wo na wo hwe wo mo no wonim se na omu didi ansa na wo hia wo mo na ekoba so se bia omu free wo na ase a omo onwebo ombekọ so ya edidi. Wonim eduane dodo a enoma a omo na mu wiem ade achi every day a omudi. Do you know the amount of grain and proteins that the birds of the air they consume in a day? You have no idea. Oh yeah. World Food Program, they cannot even feed the birds of the air. Oh yes. Senyang ose wona wo hwe nipa dodo pa Nyankopon ofra wo say okay ewiemu enoma opesa wo hwe wo mo so a bosumi sen ena obetumi ama ewiemu enoma aduane momo edi. We hu say anoma bi aba efiri soro abebo fom esanse wenye aduane endi. Se weni efi bibi say we hu say anoma bi firi soro abebo fom esanse onam wiemu saa wenye aduane bi endi. For 40 years in fear aduanan Onyankopon ema nipa omoboro empem miensa in fear aduanan Nyankopon kwa World Food Program anase philanthropy bia nkoma Israel for ebro ana bibia ewo esreso. Siebeka, if you check, there is enough food and water and other things to go round for everybody to be well nourished. But it is human distribution, the human factor. So what na se pa wo mo sua de akọ enimu no wo hwe wiase pa eduane eni insuo ewo ho e de ma obia nkani se obia etrope nanso eduane ni insuo no ebedi ni pansem a ye echa eho ena ede asem ne ba. Yeah, Ubehunu na obi ne badie wedidi aya chokon. Akwale bia wedidi aya chokon bia ogina wiase mu no. Ubehu akwale bia wafon a ekomde no. Adentia eduane no ana sika ne beka ne papa nsa na ne papa aka ne nyina ahye dem. Na eduane a wa asase so no sankese ye nche ne pepepe a ka kom enni obia. Eye nipa a o che eduane na ma ekomdi obi. Ghana ha kra sika e wo Ghana ha ye kase ye che ne pepepe a nka Ghana ha nka nye kuro a ense nka komedi obi nanso sika no wo kakra bi nsem na dodo na Kofi hwemu na ye wo program mate metwa so na mpese me kan sem bi na fe me prepare na me de me message ne be wiye. No matter how scarce water becomes, the bathroom is always wet. You understand what I'm saying? Bedi no mwene kwa no mi ayedue form oe. Let me go on. The psalmist said, I will lift up my eyes to the hills, for where comes my help? My help comes from abroad? No. My help comes from the Lord. Scripture way, miswa ene meti ase. Mandan mebusuani ana manfa mebusuani manfa mani anto mebusuani bia wo abrochi so. Scripture says, my help comes from above, not from abroad. Beloved, the Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. The Lord is your shepherd. I came to assure you that if you understand this, you shall not want. Don't be worried. Just stay cool. Don't be so desperate for someone's support if it is not forthcoming. Yeah, Emma, me bebre. Se obi a woboa wo, wo hwe nim na sa emwa no emma. Me ha wo hu bebre. So de ma wo a efe. Se wanfa ma wo a, enye se ono onfa ma wo nti ekombedo. Don't be so desperate for someone's support if it's not forthcoming. If they give it to you, that's nice. But if they deny you help, I want to assure you, you will not suffer from it. Why? Because I don't see anyone who gives me something as my source. You might be my resource, which the source God uses, but you are not the source. Listen, if the resource shuts down over here, he will open it up over there, like he did for Elijah. When the brook dried up, he used a widow. You see, if somebody is helping you, that's fine. It might be coming through you, but it has never been you in the first place. The Lord is my shepherd. I normally say to myself, if you don't want the Lord to use you to bless me anymore, no problem. He will use another person. Me di obi chere de ho kakra Kofi mi nibi. Nipa na bua nipa. No obi a wobua me twetwe ne nase a, ne me kan ne se wo mpese Nyankopon be fa wo so, e de ehira me a, no problem. Me da se nyame be fa obi foforo so. Se obi pese obeboa wo a, ha wo ho. Se nipa ne ma ne ho kwan, ma nyame mfa ne so emfa nhira wo a, ha wo ho. Nyankopon de be fa obi foforo so ehira wo. I always say this to myself. If you don't want the Lord to use you to bless me anymore, no problem. He will use another person. Thank you. Anytime someone is unwilling to, for the Lord to use him or her to bless you, don't worry. The Lord is your shepherd, the source that gives to your resources. When the brook dries up, the widow will take over. And I always say, game ye wiemoko ke ganyo kebu ene kebu sanewa nke beni nu nwene ko na no me ejuefo ko ke me ko ni kamo ko ke wa abue ke momu ke beni nu nwene ko na ona ejue ka me pipe mitomo mini ya ejue beno ba ya jemefo. The Lord who feeds all creatures, big and small, shall take care of you. Look up to him. Jehovah Jireh is his name. The Lord will provide. God can use anyone to bless you, especially strangers. So don't be surprised if your support comes from somebody who is not familiar, somebody who is a stranger to you. Because he has not said in Isaiah 46:11 that I summon a bird of prey from the east, a man to execute my purpose from a far country. He is your Jehovah Jireh. The Lord is your shepherd. Don't worry, you shall not want. Thank you so much for listening to my message.
Peace FM, station with a vision. 104.3. Peace FM, 104.3. Peace FM.
Peace 104.3 FM Sunni Ebusuya aka sema enkroma premato wadaroma me wo commercials kakra bi misre weni die mu asefa waso fan me kakra na memfa me commercials and now me sha sia me pacho factory bia ya seti bibia ready factory no Seneya weniji hu na uso factory ni mu a the factory is ready to operate. Afi mamimbo emunsam kakra. Ye were 3 plots of land ye ton. Na sa 3 plots yi our land title ewo ablekuma ye ton. Na sa enyoma wei ene esi 3 plots of land no so. Abansura etoso miensa 3-story building. Factory space with 3 sets of hand tissue machine and 2 sets of toilet roll machine. Into there were 3 sets of hand tissue machine and 2 sets of toilet roll machine. There were 1 band salt machine for the toilet roll and there were machine spare parts. There were 1 gene set and transformer. Into the factory is ready to operate. So when you sa asase yantamwe a factory way esiso abansoro miensa obese obeto na wankasa wo operate sa toilet roll and tissue factory ya friend number side this way 0598 69 6008 Mrs. Subium 0598 69 6008 and I say 020 812 0641 020 812 0641 Mefriwa me the wo call entity bia ye bie e Ghana ha em say esubi embada obatan bia wo pese uma entity eye abrochi entity Cambridge education and American kaneno obema oba Cambridge education a jewo de ne kwa abrochi na nso sisia no ye bie school bi e was painters school ni din e de Selhurst Early Start Montessori School ani sisia wo mu eyusu Cambridge curriculum and omo de tete nkwala no sisia ye bie ya pono a ye gi afofurofo